VRChat is definitely one of those games where, from the outside looking in, we start to question humanity and see how far we're going to push ourselves into eventually setting the world on fire. I'm not joking.
This is my furry dad.
Yeah, no, you don't get her number. And I suggest you back off before you leave the bar.
But it's also a game that has mixed player reception, where on one side you got players who tell you that you don't have enough playtime or that you haven't seen the full extent of VRChat unless they go to specific group events or go to specific hangout worlds in VRChat to get the full experience of it. While on the other hand, you have others that say it's exactly how you see it from the outside and you're not missing anything whatsoever. I will say most content creators who say anything good about VRChat tend to be in their own little bubble, which is usually among friends or friend groups, like friends of friends, to where they don't have any outside nuisances appear, which, to be fair, is understandable. But my interest for this game technically started with the purpose of me getting a VR headset to begin with. I was one of those people who joined the game in 2019 during that Uganda Knuckles era and played every once in a while, mostly twice a month. I was having a bit more fun with H3's gun simulator with all the wacky guns. Then around 2021 was when I proceeded to leave the game, when most of the player base became mirror goblins and had no social interactions with anyone unless you wore an e-boy or e-girl avatar and cuddled them like a newborn puppy. Then you may get a word or two out of them. Maybe a moan, at best, or nothing at all because it turns out that they are a mute and they don't talk at all.
I mean, I don't like to hate on people, but like, I don't want to interact with them because it's so hard to have a conversation with mirror dwellers, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Like,
no,
you
definitely.
have to force it out of them.
I always planned to return to VRChat at some point, but never really had the motivation to do so till this year, 2025. I decided to make it a goal to do that since it was the game that got me to purchase a VR headset in the first place. That and a recommendation by a friend that told me it was worth it. But I never fully dived into VRChat until now.
Oh yeah, that's boiling now.
Call me gay.
There we go.
Hey, mister.
What, buddy?
Nah, you cheated, man. You cheated.
I can go outside. Let's go outside. Come on.
Nah, she cheated, say.
Where's the username?
Yeah, no, she's cheating.
Hey, miss.
Alexa, set a 20-minute timer.
Patrick, I need your autograph.
Where's Brandon? Where's Brandon? I need to piss him off because I'm calling someone.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, switching avatars, that way it has like a actual proper face. Or that's my excuse anyway. The introduction to VRChat can vary depending on the player, because in some cases you could be guided by VRChat's tutorial and follow their guide for the introduction to VRChat. In other cases, be invited by friends, and if you're lucky, your friends are very knowledgeable about VRChat and recommend worlds and groups to go to have a better experience. I am not that lucky. Most of my closest friends actively avoid VRChat with a 10-foot pole, and that's a fair point to make because joining any public instance involves anybody spouting whatever edgy slur that comes to mind, either through a soundboard or verbally, as they believe it is a perfect way to end a argument. And it seems like I picked a perfect time to start this journey, as there seems to be an influx of rage baiters or troll users flooding public instances, where I seem to notice where they wear any kind of anime avatar as well as any invincible avatar, being the Mark variants, what I noticed in my experience anyway.
Have you seen an Australian man's around here somewhere?
No, I haven't.
Tell us, hurry up. I'm from the Joel Jersey. Alright, fair enough. Alright. Tell us, hurry up.
I've not seen an Australian man. As far as I know.
A Nazi Australian man. Is that what you just said?
I've not seen one. No.
What made
But-
you make you think I'm a Nazi at all?
Did I? I don't think I said that.
Alright, well, my name is literally Aboriginal Australian.
No, your
I'm
name is
assuming more
Wow
fucking-
Cuz. It's right here. It says username Wow Cuz.
Can I speak? Are you just gonna interrupt me? Can I speak or not?
No, you're talking.
Alright, well, nah. Nah, I don't even feel cool with speaking no more.
It's definitely cold here. So yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, obviously you can't. Dickhead. What do you expect it to be, bro? It's snowing.
Yeah. I mean, there's no other feeling, you know, cold. And the echo.
Yeah. Can I ask you one fucking question?
Sure.
Alright, have you seen a bloke? His name is, Invisible MIP. You saw him?
Mm-mm.
Alright,
No.
well, I don't feel like I have nothing to, like, beef you at all. So, fuck off, please, mate.
Alrighty. See ya.
Is that funny? Or is that funny, though? Is that funny?
Most of these creative individuals seem to go into public spaces to harass anybody that may or may not have a disability, with the main goal to aggravate that player that they're targeting, which can lead to them getting blocked or muted for one, and them taking that as a sign that they were successful in their efforts and would probably get a laugh out of it. Or the other result of them getting outright ignored, because it's basically a common occurrence at this point.
Are you normal? That's a good question. Are you a man? Okay, then you're not normal.
Again, these individuals I only found in the most common or active worlds. Normally in public instances where true anarchy reigns supreme, and sometimes the occasional group public instance, but usually if they cause any disturbance, the group moderators send them to the void. I have asked one of these individuals of why they hop on to these instances and do what they do. Their answer was just that they find it a little bit funny is all. They also said they find it funny when they get players who take VRchat too seriously. I believe the true answer of why they do it to begin with is all those shorts, either on TikTok, Instagram Reels, or YouTube Shorts of a YouTuber known as Proximity Chat, where he goes into these private worlds emphasis on private, by the way, where he engages with the darkest depths of the VRChat player base, where you question, are these people even real?
How you doing?
I'm already taken and I already have a child. Shut up. Go fuck yourself.
Got a real child or a VR child?
VR child.
Alright, then I still got a shot.
No.
I can't believe that I actually just asked that question without any second thought in my mind. Do I have a child in real life or VR chat? That's a question that I think would baffle a regular person.
I'm 22.
Have you ever had a job
Which
before?
is coming up. Actually, I haven't.
Why?
It's not even my style. It's not even my...
A job isn't your style? That's cool.
How does he get in those private instances? I don't know. Somebody would have to invite him because that's the only way he would be able to get in those private instances. That's how it works. But for the general public, most of these clones that are trying to mimic his actions push them into public instances than private ones and tend to come off more of a nuisance to all the players there.
You talking to me? Bro, get away from me. I can't see you. You need to back the fuck up so I can talk to you. No, this is no. This is the minimum distance that I can see you. You understand that? I don't want to be
No, I want to get personal.
Bro, get personal with somebody fucking else.
The Raptor wants to be personal with you.
No, I want to. You're a gamer. See, it says gamer.
That was a strong kiss.
Yeah. Yeah, who the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck?
I say the simple solution is just to block them, just because that is a feature VRChat gives you, and you have a bunch of other features to tone out nuisances like this. You also have the ability to block any avatar that they're wearing. You can mute them. They're all there for you. You can do that, and usually if you just ignore them by muting them or whatever, they get upset, of course, because you're not giving them the attention that they wanted, because they want to get a clip out of you. But I understand if it's hard to counter these people or understand when they are trying to rage bait. For me, it's not that easy either. It's hard for me to understand social cues. So even I could fall for something simple as rage bait as well. Usually I try to pick up on it, but sometimes I do fall for it without realizing it.
Then it's gonna give you 14 years of trauma. I'm gonna rip out your whole...
This is why we can't have nice things.
I'm already dead, so go ahead.
Yo, what would y'all do if I turned into TV from Hasbin Hotel?
I don't fucking know.
Like he's gonna touch people.
What am I even looking at? What am I even looking at?
We're touching our booty cheeks. What are we doing, bro?
What is this?
On the other side of Publix, you will encounter a lot of children on this platform as well, either in the same popular worlds or in other worlds in different fandoms that I've noticed. That being FNAF, Poppy Playtime, and any Roblox fandom that's out there, or that's currently in play right now. While yes, there may be a lot of kids due to Quest standalone allowing them onto the platform without the actual requirement of a PC to play, it's not surprising. Quest offers that ease of access of turning on the headset and playing with not much to set up, and it's easy for casual users. It also introduces a new audience into VR who are scared of investing into a full PC setup just to play VR. But what I say, is it the main cause of kids hopping onto the platform?
Do you want to get punched?
Yes. Even without Quest standalone, I think minors would still play VRChat. Because it is free and a popular game, then yeah, for sure, they will always find a way to hop on. Maybe not to the degree you see now, because, again, Quest did increase those numbers. You also can't deny that without Quest standalone, VRChat would not have the player base that it has today. You could also make the argument that it also wouldn't have all the fixes that it has now because of Quest standalone. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to be hanging out with a lot of immature teens and kids on the platform, as most of those players come down to the interactions I showcased earlier. But Mostly will never find underage players in most adult-themed worlds or any hangout worlds, especially in a group public, just because most group owners don't want any minors in their instance and usually will send them to the void in the case if they do hear a child in the instance. Hold it! While I was editing, I came across this VRChat clip by Ratgrave where he encounters minors in an adult-themed FNAF world.
I had a question for you, actually.
Yeah, what's up?
Are you not ashamed to be doing this?
No, not really. To be completely honest with you, I haven't done any of the hooker part of my job at all. I've only been working behind the bar.
Would you do it if they asked?
Depends. What do you pay?
Holy shit, she's 16. No, you're 16. You shouldn't be doing that.
I know.
That's really not good.
It's a job, though.
No, what? What?
Now, as I stated in my part where I said minors tend to avoid bar worlds or any of these club worlds that are geared more towards adults. I say that because in my case, when I did join those worlds, I never came across any minors, as far as I know, because most of the instances I joined were 18 plus, or I read the group and that they focused more on 18 plus, so they would be doing age checks. Again, I understand that age checks by random individuals on VRChat are not the best. You just kind of take their word for it. I understand the problem of that, and I will explain more down the line. I just wanted to make this clip known that minors will go into instances that are generally geared towards adults, and there's nothing really stopping them, is my point of showing this clip. You can think of groups like Discord channels, but for VRChat. A way for group owners to plan events and send notifications inside VRChat and to host meetings or group instances for either the public or to recruit new members, or private instances, which varies from group to group. What most VRChat players use groups for is to have a group name above their head, usually put with how they're feeling or a disability of some kind. From what I noticed anyway. In other cases, it's to honestly promote the groups that they're in. Now, there is good to honest groups that I've joined in their public instances. Most of them have decent moderation to where they are properly moderating the instances that they are hosting. But just like public instances, I have noticed some red flags and some of the groups that I've joined where they break their own rules instantly. If you've seen the past video that I made, then you would know. I will say the red flags are very easy to spot, especially if you know VRChat's own TOS. I say the biggest red flag is if you see any group or instance in their title saying, "We welcome all ages." I say double check the group description and report it if anything looks suspicious personally. You most likely will never encounter these unhinged groups unless you don't pay attention to what group you are joining and you just join the first instance you see because it has the most players in it. Don't worry, most of these instances are normally private and far away from the public, so you don't have to worry about encountering these weirdos on the platform. Hopefully. I'm lucky enough that I haven't encountered anybody doing anything weird, but I have seen people making out in public group instances where there's a lot of minors around. I don't think public making out is bad, but it does depending on the avatar. But going off of that, groups are probably your best choice of interacting with people on this platform compared to public instances. Just because most group instances have a moderator keeping track of everyone and seeing if anybody is breaking their group rules. It's highly recommended because I don't join too many groups and I couldn't tell you what exactly is the best groups out there. I have joined a lot of group publics, but I haven't really joined any of their groups personally. You may have noticed on this platform that there's a lot of topics going around with age gating, where it separates the adults from the children on the platform, which is a good reason to be doing this, especially what some adults do on this platform and what kind of avatars they have saved. But where it becomes a more controversial topic is when groups are hosting 18 plus instances but are not enforcing 18 plus age gating. On one hand, I've been told that 18 plus instances are no different from the public ones that you join. The only difference is that you know everyone here is a verified adult. Hopefully. On the other hand, people say that it's preferred to join these 18 plus instances as you kind of filter all the problematic players, as they won't go to the trouble to verify an account that they have no interest in. And yeah, they are correct. Most of the 18 plus instances that I joined have been a more chill and relaxed environment, as you don't have screaming children or teens making a fool of themselves. You mostly have a bunch of drunk adults huddled around a mirror talking about everyday topics, their jobs, or some drama that they got into. And most of the users on these 18 plus instances are usually glad that they don't have to deal with any of these people coming into the group, just because you have to go through the trouble of verifying to begin with, which leads me to how groups conduct their age checks and how some worlds have tools for that as well. My biggest question to worlds in VRChat was, again, what players and communities did in specific worlds. The ones that I never understand, I still don't understand too much, is gated worlds. For example, in this bar world, as you can see over there, it says verification required. What verification? Because I'm the only person in this instance, I could just walk through it. But for other people who are trying to get through, they can't get in. It's blocked by them. I would need to open the door for them to let them get inside. But does it need to have some sort of gate in VR in a video game? There's been video game bars before. Maybe not in a game like VRChat where it's more social, where it's probably needed more. Possibly. You know, if your justification is that minors shouldn't be in a bar anyway, who's going to stop them from creating their own instance in this world and just exploring it anyway? It all depends on the players of what they do in that world as well. So again, if it's trying to stop people from getting into it, this is not going to stop anybody. This is not going to stop minors. With doing my own research on bouncer kind of roles in worlds like this or in group instances, I looked up a video by Flip Trip on the topic of VRChat bars, which is a good video to watch if you want to see it in depth about this. I decided to randomly ask 3 different people on what their take is on the gates. So this is not VRChat as a whole with the community, but it is 3 random public people that I asked about this. Most of my questions weren't the best in quality asking, since I just asked on the fly. So if it's kind of choppy on it, my bad. But I asked them all roughly the same questions as much as I can remember. I asked a group that was 18 plus age gated, meaning nobody else can join them except 18 plus verified players. I asked a group that was 18 plus but did not age gate it with verified players. And then I also asked a group that was allowing all ages in, but that were still doing an ID kind of check. You're 18 plus verified on your account. You can make the group 18 plus only. Is there like a reason that you don't? Is it just to compensate for the people who are 18 that don't want to verify, like, or don't want to or can't verify?
Yeah, the ones who can't verify. So I don't have the 18 plus verification is because my friends that I'm with, they don't have the money to like pay for that, you know what I mean, to pay for the 18 plus verification. So that's why I have the group public instead of 18 plus, because a lot of some of my friends in my friend group, they don't have the 18 plus verification because they can't afford it.
Do you feel like it would hurt your group numbers, like if you make it like sure, like only verified people can come in?
Yeah. Like, yeah, no. Like, yeah, it would hurt the group as a whole because, numbers. Numbers are important. But it also stops, like you said, it stops your friends who aren't age verified from coming in here. It stops, yes, it keeps the children out, but it doesn't necessarily keep people who want to crash you or troll you or anything like that. So, yes, there is perks of making 18 plus instances, probably, but there's a lot of downsides too.
So I just barely started out, so my group is actually pretty small. I'm trying to expand my group for more 18 plus people and to invite more 18 plus people. And then, don't know for sure if it would hurt that, but I don't know. Like I said, it's all up to my friends if they can actually afford 18 plus. Plus, they have to all verify. They all have to make sure and verify on.
So the main factor is friends, because you want your friends to be in your group. Like, that's the main thing. Like, you started a group for friends, but you just open it to the public. Like, everybody can join, to mingle and talk. Friends of friends, yada yada. So forth and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I feel like you would get more. Well, because it's 8 plus. Like, it's not 18 plus. I feel like you'd get more like people coming in. Yeah, you're gonna get some minors and stuff, but because like I noticed that I've been looking at like lots of 18 plus groups and stuff like that, and I don't really see like how many people going in them. And like I don't go in them because my friends can't join me.
Yeah, no, it's when I run 18 plus, it's so low pop. It feels like just a bunch of friends hanging out, to be honest. When I run the public, you're dealing with trolls, you're dealing with crashers, you're dealing with fucking children, you're dealing with all these different types of people when you're on the publics.
Do you feel like free age verification would solve like the problems of the age verification thing with VRChat?
Yeah, they should have automatically have just like made age verification non-VRChat plus.
Of course. Yeah, like why should you pay $9.99 a month for something that you're just gonna verify one time and then you're not gonna pay for it after that?
And you gotta think about it, because you gotta think about it. We're all adults here, right? We all got bills. We have bills we gotta pay. We have rent we gotta pay. You know what I mean? So it's like another thing on top of it, So yeah, it would probably benefit and be better.
Yeah, because it makes the age gating like a lot easier for you. It removes the middleman.
Yeah, and it filters out a lot of the crashers too, because crashers are usually unverified.
I would still have a middleman. That's just me. That's why I'd rather have somebody sitting at the front door, in the back door, or any other entrance into this place and have them, hey, what's your age and date of birth? Before you come to the door. Not because I don't trust Persona and their, third-party security, but because simply I'm used to running at that middleman.
Would you say that because VRChat's TOS is 13 plus, would you say that it needs to be a little bit higher, like 16 or 15?
Oh,
like
definitely.
15?
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit that goes on in this game. Yeah, definitely like 17 plus, 18 plus, maybe 16 plus, 17. Depending on what country you're in.
Yeah, just because like 13 seems still kind of young. Even then, there's some that are even young.
Oh hell no! Like if I had kids, I would not be letting them play this game.
No.
Yeah, like at all.
So a lot of me and like all the mature adults, the ones who are actually on here, because I'm 29 years old and I'm on here, and if I hear like kids and squeakers, like I mostly like block and mute. Like I block and mute squeakers because they can get really annoying, and then they put up really annoying avatars, and they just come on just to like dink around, you know what I mean? They don't come on just to like social with everybody. So yeah, I think that it should, like, VRChat should just be strictly 18 and over.
I think it should be 18.
Yes.
I think it should be 18. Like 17 is pushing it.
Especially with all the players that get on here, most of the players already have like not safe for work stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad I started this game at 18, because the amount of shit I've heard from people getting groomed and etc. I'm so glad because I was very stupid as a kid. I'm so glad I didn't get my first headset until I was 18. Like oh my god. Yeah, no. Like 17 really is pushing it, but I think it should be 18. Especially with how the game is advertised nowadays too.
Like 15 is fine. Like 15, 16, something like that.
Like, have you heard any cases for any minors being in 18 plus instances?
I have.
You have?
I've heard people say that they've used their parent to get them to verify their accounts for them.
When you hear that, do you report them just because they are a minor?
I do. I reported it to VR. I report it through the system in the menu. I also tell the group owners, like one of the groups that I'm in had somebody do that. It was a child on an 18 plus verified account. And I went to the owner because I know them, I'm friends with them. I told them, I'm like, hey, there's a kid on an 18 plus account. You might want to ban that.
You know, when it's 18 plus, it's just like, everybody who is an adult for the most part, as far as you know. I don't know if the system works. I'm just running it, as beta as VRChat is. And like, I want to believe that the people that come in here are just like, over 18, because I'm not trying to drink with a bunch of minors,
I totally understand that it would help out a lot of 18 plus users that actually do want to verify, but want to do it for free. Especially since that same third-party service is used on Roblox and they do it for free compared to VRChat, but they don't have the same funding that Roblox receives. In this case, Roblox is on the stock market and they have millions of users, mostly children on the platform. VRChat can't even compare to the numbers that Roblox brings in. But personally, I believe it's good to have some sort of paywall, as it does deter players from not wanting to verify for their accounts, especially if it's an account they have no interest for, as I said before. Usually the main point is to have any of those bad actors that use alt accounts not want to verify, because going through the trouble of paying for VRChat Plus, then making sure that your account is a specific rank just to be a nuisance to 18 plus instances is not worth the trouble. Doesn't mean it won't stop anybody, but to them, it's definitely not worth the trouble. Again, never rule anything out. But personally, I think a group that's hosting an 18 plus instance and not actually enforcing 18 plus verification is not really hosting 18 plus, as much as they say their group is. As the verification is just, trust me, bro. For one, I don't talk about this stuff because I want to put VRChat in a bad light. The community already does that themselves in Publix. There are tons of videos for that already. But I mention this stuff because these are the things I did encounter while world hopping in group Publix and in public instances. There's definitely a lot of fixes that need to be addressed to properly say, I will have a better experience in the future playing VRChat. Better group recommendations comes to mind, as I am tired of seeing users' groups as a tag above their username to express their mood, or if they're feeling zorny, to put it. TMI, I don't need to know this information. And yeah, I know I can block and disable groups from appearing above the usernames. It doesn't fix what groups are being recommended and what they're still being used for. Another thing is adding proper avatar checks on uploads. Crashers get by. Crashers seem to be uploaded with no issues, and people crash mostly all the time in instances. Yeah, sometimes it's just poorly optimized avatars, but there is dedicated crashers where most of the people that are festering in those public instances or try to go to group publics to disturb them have a crasher, because they either want to crash one side of the platform just to get people out. You got Quest people wanting to crash PC people to get them out of there, And sometimes you got PC people crashing Quest people. These just get no detection when uploading. Yet, I have a hard time trying to get a simple revolver uploaded. I think VRChat needs to have a little bit more proper checks. Not enough to where it's completely limiting, where you can't upload anything, but I think there needs to be bigger detection on what is being bypassed and what's not. That definitely needs to be fixed, honestly, because I'm tired of crashing or lagging out or having somebody else lag out because I'm just trying to talk to them in the instance. I don't think I want to hop on if there's nothing but people crashing everywhere, every instance I go to. Oh yeah, yeah, if I kick my foot, look at that. It like goes with the model and everything. My overall experience for VRChat and how I feel towards it is I enjoyed my time.
Pissing? Dude, I'm a cop too. I used to be a cop. What the fuck?
Bro parked his Porsche inside. Okay. All the chill players that I met, just having a laugh, spouting stupid jokes, showing dumb prints, memes, stickers, anything in between, even normal conversations was still pretty enjoyable. Let me see. Oh, I love touching my freshly hot pizza out of the oven. Yeah. I'm gonna cut your pizza. Oh, why did that one turn black and yellow? Yeah. What the fuck? The corruption pizza. Even to the players that were doing stupid bits, getting a laugh out of me, those were good experiences too. Yeah, it wasn't perfect, but there was definitely good moments.
Ooh,
flex it, man. Flex it, flex it, man. Flex it, flex it. Ooh, flex it, me. Flex it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Keep going. I'm almost finished. Wait, what's on? No, look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his face. Yo. No. Look at his face.
Oh, why y'all got? Why are y'all dying?
I didn't die though. Look at me, I didn't die though.
The way he throwing them balls?
I didn't die once.
Going like this with the balls. He's going. Hey, you talking about why we down so much? He kept throwing them.
Hey, you're grounded if you do that. I'll ground you.
Don't you drop that.
Avoiding the popular worlds, like the Black Cat, and going to worlds that I preferred, that I wanted to be in, made the experience a lot better in my eyes. And obviously, yes, there was strange characters in those worlds. You're gonna get them anywhere. But not to the degree that you see most of these content creators talk about, that players are doing in VRChat. Most of them are rarely seen in public instances, or in group publics. They usually are in their own private groups where they can do their own thing. But if I'm being honest, it's really hard to say anything good about VRChat because these moments, the good experiences, the vibrant worlds, the immersion of being in a place from your childhood, a world that you always wanted to step inside of, is a fleeting experience, and the joy goes away quickly. Yeah. Yo, you see that shit? You see that? What is that? Yeah.
It's right in the middle.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god. Just go. Yeah. What?
Watch out for the
Don't think, just go. Don't think, just go.
Oh, it's the enemy of progress.
We have another pro here.
No, I don't know. Hang on, if this is gonna work, this is gonna be so brained.
Yeah, it didn't work.
At least you tried. Hang on. I'm not giving up yet.
Oh, that was close.
Ow.
I'm not dying.
Oh my god.
I love the after run away. Just on you.
Wow.
Oh my god. What the
Trap.
Damn.
Die.
This is
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Oh god.
Hey, if you made it all the way towards the end, I really appreciate that you took the time to look at this. It really means a lot since this did take longer than what I expected. I definitely was pushing it off quite a bit, trust me. There was times where I felt like I was going to push it out as is, or I was going to make it into big, smaller parts, but I ended up making it to what it is now because I didn't want to make more and just be stuck on this slump of this is something I'm working on and I really want this to get pushed out. If you're seeing this now, it finally got done, thankfully. I don't think I was ever gonna make it to this point of pushing it out. I was hoping to get it out a little bit earlier. Things, events and stuff started getting in the way. Did take a lot of effort out of me. I had to script for the first time in my life because I would get sidetracked really easily. But yeah, for next time, I don't plan to keep myself locked down to VRChat, but doesn't mean I'm gonna completely give up, like, not be on it. I may be on it less now, but we'll see. I'm willing to talk more about it, about certain things I didn't cover in this video. So with that, I will be going to bed because it is 4 in the morning and I need to sleep.